definitely good enough to go out there and do what I do.
And what's this experience been like for you lately? You're getting some minutes here. Do you feel like you're getting more comfortable at the NBA level?
Definitely. I think in any situation, just the more reps you get, whether it be practice, game, you get more comfortable. So I definitely am getting more comfortable, with every game, that I go out there. But yeah, I would definitely say I'm comfortable for sure.
Mike was saying yesterday at practice that the defensive intensity needs to be better, the consistency, the physicality. What's practice been like the last couple of days with that focus on defense?
Obviously, like we know we dropped the ball at the last couple of games. So really just trying to get back in that win column, and we all know that it starts with our defensive and offensively we have guys that can score. So it's all about our defensive effort with the physicality and the wanting to play defense. So definitely have been working on that.
Do you have a certain mentality when you do get these opportunities, whether it's like more offensive or more defensive minded, especially knowing that Mike Brown and where his mind is at?
Honestly, my mindset going into every game is always the same. Can't make it bigger than what it is. Just go out there, try to help the team win, put us in the right spots, be in the right spots. Obviously, help us on the defensive end. That's one of the things that I bring. So, just go out there and try to be me and play hard. And I think that will translate to all the right things. So that's definitely my mindset going in, not trying to go out there and wonder, okay, how many threes am I going to hit, or stuff like that.
For the most part, you've been with the team since the season started. You haven't, I'm not trying to send you back down, you haven't been with the Sacramento Kings for quite some time. So you've been here basically every day, every practice?
Right.
Yeah, okay. So they give you, as Morgan said, they give you more opportunity too to get to spend more time with them. Is that correct?
You said that gives me more opportunity?
Well, yeah. I mean, you involved with all the basketball activities up here.
The situation changes day to day, but like you said, I have been here for the most of my time. I think I practiced with the G League team one time, but I have been up the most, just about all the time. So I think getting the practices in with these guys has definitely made things easier for me in the game. So I think being up here is definitely.
Defensively, some of the things that we've noticed in some of the losses have been just like attention to detail, whether it's a missed closeout or rotation. Does that more have to do with fatigue or focus? What is that?
It probably could be a little bit of fatigue as well. Guys are trying hard because you have to score to win, so guys are probably trying hard on the offensive end, and a little fatigue sets in, and it makes a coward of us all. So probably on the defensive end, you just kind of relax a little bit maybe, and give up a couple of possessions. So that could be a potential reason why we're getting scored on or whatever the case is. But I think our attention to detail probably has to be better as well. Knowing what guys do and what we're trying to limit from certain guys, and all be on the same page as a team.
You think it's going to be kind of hard to reset for a regular season game instead of this in-season tournament with the heightened atmosphere and pressure and expectations?
I don't think so. I think, with the in-season tournament, we kind of knew, like, it's kind of like a playoff field essentially. Like, you're trying to play good to put yourself in a good situation. And obviously, the in-season tournament is quicker than the playoffs. So, we know that the playoffs is at the end of the year. So, obviously, these games count towards that as well. So, definitely can't take these games any lighter than the in-season tournament during the year. So, I definitely don't think there'll be any, shift of focus.
When it comes to that attention to detail, like Coach mentioned, closeout specifically yesterday, like what do you feel like are the specifics that need to be cleaned up on those closeouts?
Sometimes we'll close out to a guy who may not be labeled as like a high shooter, like he is one, and that'll hurt us on the defensive end. Then you have guys like Zion or whatever, just helping guys like HB when he's guarding them. Obviously, it's a tough cover, so we all got to help and do our part with that. So just little things like that, helping each other out. And I think back to the closeout thing, just stuff like that. Those are the things that are going to help us on the defensive end.
Going back to playing on both ends of the floor, especially on the defense, because there's had been some changes compared to last season.
Right.
those things do kind of help you guys out. I mean, I know it's a learning curve and stuff like that, but in the long run, you guys expect, this type of playing, physicality, playing at a fast pace, it's going to help you out in the long run, right?
I definitely do. I mean, I think in the playoffs, everything slowed down a little bit. Both teams know each other's plays. You study them all week, go through them. So I think with the physicality, you bump them off their route, not letting them get to their spots, knowing what's coming. I do think that's important come that time. So I do think that'll be important for us in the long run.